Wondering why no guy ever asks for my number when I go to the bar. I never go to the damn bar.
I don't know if anyone else is like this, but one thing that really makes me angry is being ignored. Like, you can be busy. You don't always have to talk to me, but tell me that, and we're all good. Something about the fact that they're literally looking at your text and just not replying just doesn't sit right with me.
This is so humiliating!
I only like to know, single men, why you don't pursue anymore.
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them, or, you know, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong.
Okay, this is strictly for the dudes. I just want y'all to know, like, I pride myself on being very independent. Like, I don't need anything from anybody. Like, I got this. So with that being said, if you see me at the gas station and you are interested in talking to me, maybe asking me for my number, the first thing you need to do is offer to pump this gas. Not pay for it, but pump it. Don't come over there talking to me while I'm putting in my PIN number, opening up the cap to my gas tank, grabbing the nozzle and pumping the gas, and think I'm about to sit here and have a whole conversation with you. And you haven't even offered to pump the gas for me. Like, what?
I'm currently single. I've only been in one relationship, and it was 3 years long.
How long have you been single?
About a year.
Any dates since your last appearance on the show?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Let me wingman for you.
I would love that.
I got you.
Do you?
Destiny?
Yeah.
I've been trying to,
What's the success on that? Do we have a date planned?
I can arrange.
Okay.
Are you down for Destiny?
I honestly have more sexual chemistry with this woman.
One thing about me is if you're gonna start acting nonchalant, I'm gonna start acting not your bitch.
So, when you stick it in my mouth, do you want me to look you in your eyes?
Just blow into the breathalyzer, please, love.
Okay, but actually to reinforce your delusions, I was once ghosted by a man that I really liked, only for him to tell me 9 months later that he was actually really in love with me. It freaked him out. He didn't know what to do, and therefore he just decided to never speak to me again. I hope that helps.
Gotcha, bitch!
This is classic Chad and Tyrone, stringing women along, keeping them in their back pocket until the main girls stop texting back. Then boom, backup plan activated. Let's not sugarcoat it. If he ghosted, he probably found someone hotter, now that his situationship went up in flames. He's circling back, feeding you that same tired line. And guess what? You fell for it hook, line and sinker. If he really cared about you, he wouldn't have dropped off the planet. This isn't some fairy tale where he's lost in the wilderness looking for a magical portal like Narnia. But no, these women out here so badly want to believe that a top 10% guy has finally chosen them. They're convinced they beat all the other girls and finally got the player to commit. It's like watching someone run full speed toward a cliff. But here's the kicker: they'd rather get burned by the lie than face the truth head-on. They're out here waiting for a player to settle down until they're in their 40s. While they could be building something real with a guy who's honest, ready, and willing to invest right now. It's a delusion, and by the time they wake up, it's game over.
I really want to know what it feels like to be the person in the relationship that once you come home from vacation, your partner's the one that is unpacking your suitcase, doing all your laundry, folding it, putting the suitcases away. Like, I want to know what he feels like right now. Really bad. And it's not like he's making me do it. I can't look at that suitcase sitting in the hallway forever.
Huh? Well, first date in Chicago, and I got stood up. I still have not heard from this man. We were supposed to meet at 7 p.m. Dinner, he picked the place, he picked the time. We confirmed it yesterday. Still have not heard from him. I got there at 7:02, and I waited till 7:20. I didn't leave till 7:20. Just didn't show. Just did not show up. This was my first date of the year, y'all. Is this what Chicago dating is like? You're just not gonna show up? Did you get in a car accident? Are you dead? I was really excited to dip my toe back into the dating pool, but now I'm like, I'm done. This was a Michelin star restaurant. And when I walked in, I didn't hear from him. I was like, oh, I'm walking in, I'm here. No answer. I said his name at the receptionist. They're like, oh, we don't have anyone by that name. This is not a place you walk into. If you don't have a reservation, we're not getting a table. I should have known. I was really excited. Like, I posted a video before this, like, going on a date tonight. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Stood up. Stood up. Chicago men, please do better.
So let me get this straight, not only is the first date at a restaurant, but it's at a Michelin star restaurant. And why? Because she probably demanded it. She looks like one of those bougie career women who think she's too good for a normal place. But here's the kicker. A Michelin star restaurant means the prices are sky high just because of that prestigious award. All that money spent on a woman he doesn't even know yet. Only a fool would waste that kind of cash on a first date with someone they've just met. A Michelin star dinner. That's for 10-year. Anniversary's not for a stranger. And she's sitting there wondering why she's getting ghosted.
Why is it when you have big boobs, guys think that they're full of milk? It's saline. There's absolutely no milk in my boobs. You only have milk in your boobs when you're pregnant. Surgery.
Men don't always reject you or ghost you just because they're not interested in you. And this is why I always say dating is not black and white. I was just meditating and I wanted to actually know, why have I not reconnected with this person yet that I'm actually genuinely into? And the answer that I got was because they're not at the same frequency as you. Like, my frequency is up here, this person's frequency is way down here. Now, my intuition or higher self, whatever you want to call it when you're meditating, said you're just a very happy person. They said, we just think of you as generally a happy person. You find the good in everything, even if you're going through a shitty situation. And this person, unfortunately, does not. And they are going through some of their own things right now that have nothing to do with you. Now, you do have to somewhat follow the spiritual community manifestation in order to understand what I'm saying. But again, this is why I always say dating is not black and white, because it's just not. The other answer that I got was, Brie, you are a very intense person. You are so confident that it can be overwhelming for some people. Now, if you're like me, you know what kind of woman you are, you know exactly what it is you want, you have boundaries, but you can also flip out on a man if he's not showing up that way, or you can just ignore them, whichever. I've done both. That can be very intense for a man that doesn't know who he is, that's not, hasn't figured out where he wants to go in life or who he is or who he wants to spend the rest of his life with. That can be really uncomfortable for some people. So again, I know that it could be so easy for your ego to say, oh, that person just was not interested in you. It's not always the reason. This is why I want you to get into meditation, so you can ask your higher self these questions like I do, instead of just chalking it up to one.
This is some massive cope. In reality, that guy wasn't ghosting because of some mystical nonsense. He was on a higher frequency, and he found someone who actually matched his level. Meanwhile, these women are out here acting like spoiled, rotten milk, thinking they're somehow better than fresh milk when they're way past their prime. Let's be real, if they were truly on that high frequency they love to talk about, they'd already be married with 10-year-old kids, not out here playing games. Confidence? In the West. Confidence is just code for being super demanding and entitled. Back to the milk analogy, older milk is either on clearance or getting thrown away because it'll make you sick, not priced higher than fresh, raw milk. As for her so-called higher self, it's probably a demon at this point. Because she's been playing the role of a vixen most of her life. So yeah, in her mystical terms, she's not some goddess, she's just been out here playing games for so long that reality hit her hard.
I was ghosted and it sucked. I matched with this guy on Hinge. We hit it off and we had a great conversation. We started texting, lots of shared interests. The conversation flowed well. He said many nice things that got me hooked. And basically I had to go home, so I didn't get to meet up with him. I went home and we continued talking, which got me more invested. Stupid. And then we made plans to meet up when I got back. I told my parents about him, stupid. I told friends about him, and I just was in it. I was in it. I got back and he ghosted me. We never met up, and this isn't a crazy ghosting story. It's about the fact that being ghosted just sucks. It feels shitty, and you never know what's going on in someone else's life. It could have been me, it could have not been me. However, I do believe it takes
Alpha widowed her so hard she's out here writing songs about him like she's Taylor Swift after getting run through by another Hollywood celeb.
But I wrote
And the wild part?
about it.
She didn't even meet this guy.
Fucking good song.
I guess it was just bad timing she went on a trip and someone else beat her to the punch. Women do this all the time, it's like clockwork. She's trying to hang out with a guy in the afternoon, but he's working hard, paying the bills. What does she do? Moves on to the rich guy who's retired at 40 with all the time in the world. Real talk, a man who's fluent in woman-ace or is red pill aware knows exactly what's going down when women go on these trips. They're sampling the men wherever they go, especially in foreign countries. And don't think taking her on a trip will blow her mind if she's already been around. If a woman's traveled a lot, your trip won't seem like much. She's comparing your trip to the ones she's been on with other men. And unless you're filthy rich, the experience won't awe her. Here's the deal: if you don't meet the standards of her solo adventures or past trips, she's going to think you're lower value and start looking for a better guy. That's the brutal reality.
What do you think the issue is with modern dating?
I think men are idiots.
When he suddenly ghosted you and switched up within a day without any explanation right off the bat. We're seeing these young thoughts getting broken, and they're not even 30 years old yet. Imagine she's already crushed because a guy just vanished on her, and she has 60 more years of this ahead of her. And here's the real MGTOW reality: at some point, men aren't even going to give these women the chance to get ghosted. They're going to catch on, see the red flags, and check out before the game even starts. No more free attention, no more free validation. That's the cold truth. Once men stop playing along, these women are going to be left wondering what happened when their options dry up. It's going to hit them hard.
What's the worst lie you ever told an ex?
That I didn't cheat on him?
Oh. I hope to get a girlfriend like you one day.
Yeah, I'm wifey material.
She belongs to the street.
If you're not sucking my toes, we're not gonna last too long.
Oh, hell no! How many people do you see on a daily basis?
As many as you want.
Today, how many have you seen so far?
None.
None yet?
Not yet. Yo, I have my first one coming, and I always say you can make as much as you want to make.
What would you say your daily average is?
I try to make 5 at least.
5 what?
100.
You said you've been doing this for 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
How much money have you made in the last 4 years?
Oh my God, probably at least almost $2 million.
$2 million, all through work.
Yeah, but I was getting high, so a lot of it gone. It's just
the lifestyle, everything that goes into it. Does everybody know you out here?
If a girl ever tells you this, it's time to move on. She's for the streets.
So, how much money did you say you make each year?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, the last guy I was hooking up with did that.
You should probably hit him back up then.
You do not deserve me at my best if you cannot handle me at my worst.
To be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle that.
Stop being jealous. We were just texting.
Yeah, you go ahead and keep texting him then.
Everyone is so quick to talk about oh my God, wake me up with morning head. Give me morning head to wake me up. Not me. I don't want your stank breath all over my poo-tang so that when I stand up, I smell like I got dog breath on me, stinky ass doo-doo doggy breath, and now it's on me? I know what I'm like in the morning. I know what I smell and taste like. Probably not great. I sweat all night. I don't want either of us participating in that event. We're out. Cancel us.
Yo, what do you do for a living?
Huh?
What do you do for a living?
Oh, thank you.
What do you do for a living?
No.
What?
Gonna go back to what I know. Gonna go back to what the fuck I know, man. This shit getting dumb. This not going.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1". Right now I'm 6'4" though.
Are you single?
Yeah.
That's a tall woman. How easy is dating for you?
Not too easy. Not too easy for sure.
Why do you say that?
As a tall blonde woman, I draw a lot of attention. And it's not in a conceited way, it's just genuinely I get a lot of eyeballs on me because I stand out. And a lot of men, it's very hard to be secure when everyone is looking at your woman, and I totally get that. It's just something that comes with having a woman that's 5'10" or taller, because I've had bad experiences with tall men and short men. I definitely am attracted more to a person's soul and who they actually are than their physical. And feeling protected is more about a feeling, not a physical thing. You can't control what you look like, you can't control your height.
And why do you think so many women lean on the height as a factor? He has to be 6'5", or
at least 6?
Because they want to feel small and they want to feel all little and like a girl. Like it's bullshit.
Stop the cap.
I am literally I am so exhausted from people that I am literally going to take this weekend and just fucking plan a fucking camping trip for myself and my dogs and just me in a tent. No cell phone, nothing, no people.
So how's that strong and independent lifestyle treating her now that the career boss lady dream didn't turn out to be as fun as the fantasy? Did she really think she was going to land some high-paying career that's fun and stress-free?
It's time for me to go off the grid.
Let's get real, no one's paying people to do fun hobbies. Because that's exactly what they are, hobbies. It's called work for a reason. If it was fun, they'd do it themselves and save the cash. It's not like those sitcoms where some female character is a marketing director, living in a luxury apartment in the big city on a minimum wage. City girl life is expensive, and if your skills aren't super specialized, guess what? You're going to be making up for it by clocking extra hours at the job, including overtime. And here's the kicker: most people making big money aren't out here having fun. They're trading time for money, just like everyone else. Even the top jobs today. 9 to 5, 5 days a week, grinding away. Welcome to the real world, where that boss lady dream isn't all it was cracked up to be.
I think going back to this picture thing on Instagram, if you're a genuinely pretty girl and you give off those nice vibes, you are going to get those attention from those males. But it's your choice whether you feed it or not. And then you're part of the problem because you fed it.
Isn't it feeding it to post those pictures and to have an open Instagram account where any man can message you?
Agreed, but you can go down the path of saying, I'm posting this to feel good, to do good for me.
He's fucking those girls to feel good.
There's other ways to feel good.
Is it stupid?
Okay, so posting pictures as a woman online, I can't do that, but you can go and sleep with multiple women because you're high value.
You don't have to stay. I'll replace you.
You don't have to do
you
it.
don't have to.
If her ass and titties are on the internet, that is an active billboard of marketing to get attention from other men and possibly, through hypergamy, transition away from you to someone else. And if she truly loves you, she will take that shit down.
Does size matter to you?
Yes,
It does.
it does.
What is your ideal size?
I want to say my ideal size is probably within like 9 to 10 inches.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's pretty big.
Yeah, I like it really big though. You know, like if it's small, then I feel like I can't really enjoy it as much.
Okay, so you're like a size queen.
Yes.
Got it. So you said you like 9 to 10 inches. I want to see if you can guess 9 to 10 inches on this tape measure.
Probably like that.
Let's see what we have there. Show the camera. Okay, it looks like you got right at 8 inches.
8? Okay, all right, I was close.
Whoever the beta is that tries to
Honestly,
swoop
but
in
that's still pretty
and
big.
save her from the
Yeah,
streets
this
is
is
in
pretty
for a
big.
rude
I
awakening.
like it
He's going to
thick,
get
too. It has to
cheated
be
on,
thick,
or
you
worse,
know?
get divorced
You like it
robbed.
almost
Like
bigger
Why?
bigger than my head.
Because he can't
Almost.
physically keep
Oh my
up.
gosh.
She's out here chasing after a
Okay,
dollar
that's
foot long.
definitely big.
I mean,
All right.
what she's describing sounds like some horror movie appendage, like a third arm on a horse, something straight out of your nightmares. Let's be real. If she's got a high body count and still looks attractive, chances are she's been stretched out by those big old Johnsons. So, next time one of these thoughts rejects you, don't sweat it. It's probably a blessing in disguise. You're dodging a bullet and saving yourself from being the next guy in line to get wrecked.
These are 3 ways to tell your girl is for the streets. Number 1, she goes to raves. That's insane. They be half naked. The butt be out for sure. They go on there on crazy amounts of all the candies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Grinding up on people like that's just crazy to me. Second way to tell is her snap is always hitting. She'll open up all the snaps and then just send one picture to every single snap. I be watching it. I be right here and I see them do that. But I know I'm the one, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. That's just the game though. That's exactly how things gonna go. Why? Because I was at the top of the list. I had to distinguish myself from all the rest. Now I'm the one watching everyone get the same generic snap while I'm in buns. Number 3 should be at the bars. Bro, need I say more? That's crazy. Be at the bars getting all these drinks and stuff. What? Y'all be paying for these drinks too, bro. That's the sad part. She gonna take your money, it might be able to hit, and she out of there.
Age?
22.
Are you single?
No.
How long you had a man?
5 years.
And how long have you had a baby?
She's almost 2.
Was it with him or with somebody else?
Him.
So how much does he have to make to take care of you and your daughter?
At least $1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month?
Food, you know, groceries, car insurance, diapers, wipes.
Now, how much would you say a man has to make annually to take care of a family of 3?
Annually, overall, at least 30 grand a year.
On just a baby? Or...
Every expense you would need for a stay-at-home mom and a child.
But if he's spending $30K a year on both you and your daughter, how much more would he need to make to live comfortably?
Wow, she's a keeper. We're talking about the 1% of American women here. Seriously, in a time where less attractive females wouldn't even look twice at a man making $50,000, she's proving the whole feminist argument wrong. You know, the one where they claim they need to work because being a stay-at-home mom is just too expensive. Yeah, no, they don't. Sure, everything's more expensive, and the quality of life in the West isn't what it was 20 years ago, but it's doable. A family starting out can live in a cheap area, make home-cooked meals, and the husband can work a modest hourly job driving an old, beat-up truck. It's not a glamorous life, but it's possible. The issue is these entitled females, and I'm talking about the ones who look like streetwalkers and trolls, are out here thinking they deserve a 6-figure man right from the jump. And not just any man. Oh no, he's got to be handsome, funny, and rich. That's the delusion. They've got the checklist, but they're not bringing anything real to the table. Ridiculous.
Alright, let's go, you little crackheads. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going a little fucking crazy today, so I'm not sure what's gonna come out of my mouth, but just rock with me here. I need to say this to the ladies that are pursuing athletes or dating athletes, specifically professional athletes, okay? Stop burying your fucking life 6 feet under because you see some fucking zeros on his contract and now you think you can quit your fucking job and everything else and just piggyback off of his success. That's great. Good for him. Until he fucking cheats on you, then what? Then what's up? Then you're stuck in this fucking relationship because you don't have shit on your own. So while he's fucking other bitches, you're self-imploding because you don't have shit, okay? Don't be this bitch. Get your bag on your own. Be successful on your own.
Underscore wow. Despite being blessed with looks that could snag a pro athlete's attention, this thought hasn't landed a commitment from one.
Okay?
Instead, she's just getting passed around like a party favor. Let's be real when she hits the wall.
I love you.
She'll be left empty-handed. Rich athletes aren't searching for a career woman, they're looking for someone to raise their kids while they bring home the bacon. The whole point of getting rich is so your wife can be there at home, making the place feel like a home. Listen, if these women land a pro bowler, all they really need to do is make his life easier, cook a hot meal when he gets home, give him a back rub after practice, and just be pleasant. Seriously. The bar is so low it's practically on the ground. But these thoughts who hit the relationship lottery just want to freeload, thinking they're special, when they're just another face in the crowd. Athletes and high-value men will reload with another bimbo if they feel like they're not getting anything back. That's just the reality of being with a pro athlete. Cheating comes with the territory because those men are pursued everywhere they go by. Attractive women. These entitled women need to get it through their heads they're part of the pro athlete's life, not the other way around. If they think they're more than an accessory like a used condom flushed down the toilet, they're in for a rude awakening. Women don't need to take dating advice from other women. Men will tell you straight up what they like and don't like. Relationships today cost men way more than women. So if a woman doesn't get her act together, he's moving on, plain and simple.
My God.
Captain, the lifeboats are ready to go. Should we load the women and children first?
No, men and children first.
Excuse me, sir? It's 2022, Private. A woman can handle a sinking ship just as well as a man can. And if you don't think so, you're a misogynistic asshole stuck in 2008. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, for the time being, I am requiring Men and children only.
Are you kidding me?
It's 2022. This is what you wanted. You wanted to be treated equal to men? Well, this is how men are treated.
No, we don't. We just say that half the time. We don't actually believe in it.
Yeah, we do. Come on, we're just as capable as men are.
Shut up!
I identify as a man.
2022. Do you think I could go up on the door?
It's 2022, Rose. I wouldn't want to imply that you can't handle the ice cold water the same way a man could.
I think I'm dying, Jack.
I love 2022.
Be black.
Your wife.
I am definitely head of my household.
I asked about the house. The wife is the head of the house. Are you the head of your wife?
The household means wife, children, dog, bills. It means it all.
Are you the head of your wife?
Jesse, do you have dementia, brother?
Are you the head? You didn't answer that question yet. I didn't ask you about the house. I didn't ask you about the dog. I didn't ask you about the finance. I asked you about your wife only.
I think Jesse, you developing dementia, brother. Come on now, you asking the same question and you're not answering. You know, or do you have a listening issue, my brother? I don't care about you, Jesse.
I'll listen this time. Are you the head of your wife?
I'm the head of my complete household. Wife, children.
Come on now, dog.
Dog, bills, everything.
I didn't ask. That's not the question. Are you the head of your wife?
Jesse, you ever hearing from my brother?
You're not answering the question.
How many of y'all heard me say that of everything? How many people heard me say it?
I didn't ask about everything.
Okay.
See, they don't agree with you. You don't agree, right? See, they don't agree with you.
We got to wrap it. All right, everybody. Jesse Lee Peterson. We'll do a round for another time.
You didn't answer the question. Thank you.
Are you the head of your wife? And the answer, but the man is supposed to be the head of his wife.
Did you hear me say I'm the head of my household? Wife, children. Okay, if you're not head of your children, then what are you? You said household means everything.
Beta. Oh, nice. Beta.
Now, we can't even talk if you don't have a woman, Jesse.
Thanks for tuning in. As always, I'm rooting for your success. So now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you got value out of this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss what's coming next. Share this video with others who need to hear it, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay sharp and keep leveling up.